Hello YouTube, welcome back. So last week we were talking about price and the potential direction for GBPAUD. Right now this is GBPAUD as you can see here. So we're talking about we're talking about the possibilities or the probabilities of price rallying to the upside and price also selling to the downside. So we were comparing the both of them and we saw almost equal confluences for price to go both ways. So but I was more interested in the sales, just like I said in the previous video. So if you haven't watched the previous video, you can go back and watch it and follow up so that you can be understanding the way I'm actually analyzing this market and breaking it down bit by bit. So last week we were looking at these levels that were creating lower highs, and then we expected price to drop from this level, which was created on Friday ahead of last week. And then what happened on Monday? We saw Monday rally to the upside, Tuesday rally as well, and at some point started selling off. And then Wednesday dropped at some point. That was when I caught one of my first trade for the week. And Thursday we couldn't catch. After Wednesday we couldn't catch any more trades on this pair. So but now what has price done? Price has actually shown, at least we were able to catch the sell because we were expecting sales from these levels where price was at on Friday last 2 weeks. So right now, where are we heading to? That is what we should be considering now. Okay, let's look at the trade I took. So looking at this trade that came up on Wednesday, after the whole drama on Tuesday, the CPI news that caused this spike, and then a whole lot of price action happened there. Then we had this rally Wednesday morning around 1. And then at this level, you can see price was showing signs of weakness around there, and then also the imbalance that was created prior this move. The imbalance was created around Wednesday 2:30 a.m. So with all these confluences, we saw this imbalance, price showing signs to come back to fill it up, and overall direction was bearish. So with all those confluences, I took the sales from here, and then we hit our TP, and that was that for the week. I wasn't able to catch any other entry. So with that being said, let's look at what we're having ahead of this week, what we are looking for ahead of this week. So let's start from the weekly chart so that we can be able to understand. Now looking at the weekly charts, what we can see is signs of weakness around these levels. You can see these levels, signs of weakness, and also we are still talking about price coming back to get to the 50% retracement level before we can rally to the upside, which is what I talked about in my previous video. We talked about price coming back here, at least getting the 50 before we can see any significant rally to the upside. So that was what we were talking about. So now on the weekly charts, we haven't gotten to that level, and then we are seeing signs of strength around this level. At least last week overall was bullish. Excuse me. Yeah, last week overall was bullish, and then we can see imbalance being created here, and then price showing signs of weakness around this level. So we should looking at the most recent price action that was printed here is these candles here. And now seeing the price is showing signs of weakness around this level, we can end up pulling our Fibonacci from this level to this level and saying, okay, since we are in a bearish trend and then we are seeing some signs of retracement, most likely we can see price rallying to this place before dropping, before further drop to the downside. So this could be a possible sign of retracement to the upside before we can now see the overall drop that we're expecting on GBPAUD. So that is that for the weekly chart. Now coming down to the daily, you can see what price is doing here. Daily has already created these higher lows that we saw last week, and then we expected price to get here, but price did not actually get here. But right now, what we should be focusing on is this and this. This is a sign of strength, a higher low. And then looking at this level, we find out that a lot of liquidity is resting around this area. Looking at all these large wigs that have been created here, you find out that just like I said, a lot of liquidity, a lot of money is resting at this level, in the sense that a lot of people are trying to short GBPAUD from this level, and the banks are not going to let them do that because a lot of orders are resting at this level. So remember that this game is a zero-sum game. For someone to be winning or for the banks to be winning, it means the retail traders are losing. So once they see an opportunity like this, they will always love to capitalize on it. So let's not go into detail. With that. But what you should know is that once you see wicks like this, it shows that it's a sign of liquidity. I know most of you should know what I'm talking about. So liquidity resting around this area means that price will most likely rally and take out all the stops. All the orders are resting at this level. So that is what we are looking at. So look, other things to back up this confluence that I just pointed out here. We find out that there is this massive sell to the downside, and then creating an imbalance price created an imbalance as it was selling. So we have this liquidity resting here as well as this imbalance, and also price creating higher lows to the upside, which could potentially mean that we're going to end up rallying for the week. So with that said, going down to the 4-hour chart. On the 4-hour chart, what can we see? Well, on the 4-hour chart, we can see the first two liquidity that was resting here was taken out on Friday, and then we are seeing price creating series of higher lows and higher highs to the upside. So what we should be focused on this 4-hour chart is this level. So as long as price stays within this zone, we should be looking for buys. So what I'm expecting in price action is something like this, and then rally to the upside. You get, as long as price respects this zone, this level, or this low, whatever you call it, I should be expecting buys from these levels. We simply wait for Monday to give us a particular direction. As long as this level is respected, we should be rallying to the upside from Monday and Tuesday. So coming down again to the 1-hour chart. On the 1-hour chart, we are still bullish on the 1-hour chart. You can see price has been trending from this level. So I won't be doing much analysis on the 1-hour chart because I'm not entering any trade on Monday. I'll be waiting for my entries on Tuesday. So hoping that price gets here, maybe fill up this imbalance, get to this level, then start showing signs of. Yeah, so looking at Aussie dollar on the weekly chart, you can see this is Aussie dollar. We're trying to since we are looking for buys on GBPAUD, we are looking for confirmations on that buy on the Aussie dollar. We're looking for confirmations for that buy on the Aussie dollar. So with this Fibonacci, I think last week we talked about this level, that overall we are looking bullish, but price is showing some kind of retracement. So we're expecting price to come back and retrace, which price has done. So we have gotten to 61%. Can we possibly get to 70 to 78%? We can only be able to get to that levels if the lower time frames are in support of that. So let's look at the other time frames. So now looking at the daily time frame, we find out that price has shifted in structure. There's a shift in structure here. Let's take this out. So looking at this level, see signs of weakness. Okay, break of structure at this level and then a lower high. So potentially we could see more sales to these levels, and we could potentially see something like this, get here and then keep dropping. So that's that for Aussie on the daily time frame. And now coming to the 4-hour time frame, we can clearly see how price is bearish on the 4-hour time frame. So most likely what is looking like is gonna happen here is a drop from here, or a drop after taking out this high. Okay. So whichever one happens, we all know that we are in a bearish trend at the moment for the Aussie. So as long as we are bearish on Aussie, then most likely GBPAUD is going to rally. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, put them on the comment section, and make sure to like and subscribe, turn on notifications as well, as I'll be bringing more content. On to the next one.